Hello, and thank you for watching this video. If you're returning back to the channel, thank you for returning. As you know, I would be much appreciated if you like the video, because that lets YouTube know that you like and you enjoy my content, so they can keep putting it out there into the streams. I'm hoping and praying and wishing to get back to that. I had it at one point until people took it upon themselves to try to block me and stop me and what they call on YouTube shadow ban me. So please, of course, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and if you're new here, welcome. Thanks for coming. And this video in particular is going to be a what is their karma video. If you or anyone that you know has experienced what I was just talking about, being called a witch, being labeled a witch because you watched a television show, and it's some people out there that are so stuck in their imagination and stuck in the matrix, as I always say, in their imaginary illusions and delusions of a world. They believe anything and everything that's put in front of their eyes. They don't ask questions. They don't do their research, as they say, to find out what the truth is for themselves. Instead, they try to haunt people, stalk people, and what they say, gang stalk people, hack people's devices and watch their bank accounts, watch them as they leave, coming to and from home, and a ton of other things that YouTubers experience, but they try not to talk about. Yeah, so what is their karma? You know, at the bottom of the deck, I see Ten of Swords, which is a complete and utter finish in death. I already shuffled the cards before I started. I already cleansed the cards and prayed over the energies of the cards and the energy of the message today. Spirit, what is their karma for labeling me as a witch, judging me so harshly? What is their karma? What is their karma? Oh, wow. Okay. So, we have here that whoever was indecisive, whoever couldn't decide, couldn't make a decision, they possibly were juggling more than one person. They couldn't decide whether they wanted to be good or evil, black or white. They didn't like the fact that I was black, or they were playing both sides, however you call it. This person, in their constant need for using their wand, okay? In this deck, it's called a staff, but basically it's a wand, and it represents the phallic or the genitals. They're gonna have a tower. It's gonna come to an end, and they're not gonna be able to rebuild it at all the same way. And if you see here, the crown is knocked off. It's a huge explosion, and everyone falls out that window that they've been in. And it's so funny because just now I just thought about it. And as I was saying windows, I saw an ad or a picture online of a Windows computer, like a Windows laptop, and that's how they've been watching or something, or that's how they've been stealing or retrieving information, or that's how they've been creating false narratives about me and my family and about yourselves, possibly. Yeah, at the bottom of the deck we have the world. Like I said, complete and utter completion. It's over. It's over. I'll leave that card out here. It's over. And at the top of the deck, the Chariot was involved here. Someone was trying to move forward, but they were doing it in a deceitful manner with the Seven of Swords here. They were lying. They were being deceitful. You see all this dry earth here? Yeah, they were cold-hearted about this behavior. Cold-hearted, like their water represents emotion, so at least there's some love present, right? At least there's some caring or some compassion. They had no care at all. At all, nothing. Nothing. And yeah, they're carrying the Four Swords, right? But see those three that's stuck in the ground? That's intentional. That's on purpose, because the truth is the truth. And even though they keep trying to change the truth by being deceitful, by picking up or stealing the Four Swords that they could steal and alter and manipulate with lies and gossip and deceit and their false narratives that they kept making with the Windows laptop or some type of electronic device is what I'm getting here. And maybe they were using it online. That could also represent the world. And you know how they're, oh gosh. Remember I said they're falling out the windows out of this tower? They're the chariot, right? Now the tarot deck is old, it's ancient, right? So these cards are just a representation of how people got around back in the day, right? But the chariot represents a car. So they were lying. They were lying with the car, with windows, online, something online, an online business, something secret I just heard. Something secret. Something secret. It could have been a television show. Something to do with the TV. And then the car. So they were trying to say that they could see all of these things through their windows in their car. Okay? It could have been Netflix, but I'm getting strongly of the television, like any and everything that came on the television. They were claiming that they could see it, but like I said, it was illusions because these people were indecisive already, right? They couldn't make a decision, so there was not the foundation was faulty, otherwise there wouldn't be a tower. The foundation was strictly about giving and receiving. Ooh. Okay, so like I said, this is the phallic symbol, but you know, remember there is no gender in tarot. The energies could be specific for a female or a male. Some woman was loose out here in the Jezebel energy, as they say in the word of the Bible, and she was giving head to someone, but she was receiving, I guess, money, because she was. See that smoke there? See, when I see that smoke in cards, I do my smoke is for energy cleansing, right? But the smoke in this card represents, you know how that term that's saying is smoke and mirrors? Smoke and mirrors, right? See the little stream of water? Smoke and mirrors, so it's like pretending. There was some kind of fraud here. Like I said, they were pretending to be mean. They were being deceitful, because we still have that at the bottom of the deck with the Seven of Swords. They're out in the cold. Priestess. A Knight of Swords. Because they were greedy. Yeah, look at that. I can't make this up. They were greedy. They already had the Ace of Coins, or they had taken the Ace of Coins, and then they wanted to keep the rest of the. Look at this. The money is under his feet and on his arms across him. This person or this woman, there's that smoke again. There's that smoke again. So with some type of, I always say programming a code, because I have a degree in IT and information systems. So I know that you can use these certifications, you know, in code and such, and you create what they call a GUI interface, which is a guided user interface. That's what you're doing when you use your apps, right? You know, they might not use GUI anymore, but I know that that's basically what it stems from. And so they were doing something and creating illusions. But it was going to everyone. Everyone could see it, because they were. This is social media. Behind the scenes on social media, some type of engineering, like I said, programming code. But see, we will call that, you know, people who are not aware of programming code will call that magic. Did we get the Magician here? We didn't get the Magician here. That was in the last read. Let's see what's at the top of the deck. Temperance Angel. This did come out in the last read. So someone was definitely calm and patient. And yeah, exactly what happened. This is what they caused to happen to me, who was in what they kept saying. And she pretends to be an angel, but she knows that she was doing all of these hurtful, painful things to me. It was all a lie. They just wanted to blame me for it. It wasn't true at all. I wasn't a witch. I wasn't doing any type of witchcraft to them. Then they would say, oh, and then she pretends like she's just an angel. She didn't do anything. Guess what? I really didn't do anything. If they put me in the Four of Cups energy anyway, or they're themselves are in the Four of Cups energy, or there is a Sagittarius, because this card represents Sagittarius in the Four of Cups energy. Because of so this is their karma. This is their karma. And a Knight of Cups. And this Knight of Cups, he has emotions and compassion for someone, maybe his family, people close to him, maybe a baby mother, or maybe this is a woman who is what they say in other decks, you know, a Princess of Cups, who cares about her child's father, or vice versa, you know. Someone was definitely busy. Yeah, family is involved, and a Queen of Wands. A Queen of Wands wants to apologize to someone, to Scorpio, or, wait a minute here. This is the karma. A Queen of Wands, a Page of Cups, Death. So this is screaming one or two things, that these two energies were working together, and that's coming to a complete death. That's coming to a complete ending. There'll be no more begging, bums, and the way that they were interpreting it was false, is what I just heard. Yeah, hiding stuff with the moon. Lion. Look at how these people have their, these animals. I say people. Some type of bestiality was happening here. That's what's hidden. That's what they don't want people to know, that they were performing bestiality, having intercourse with animals. Illusions, because this card represents having options, but there's only one cup that's a viable divine love. The rest of them, one has a snake in it, one has a fish in it, one has a magic spell that could be a love potion or a death spell or poison. It's all fake, it's all false, but it's all harmful and detrimental to you in the spirit. That's what they were doing. That's what's happening to them. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. They're going to be complete red flags, and everyone's going to see it. Can you see that card? Yeah. And they're going to die. They're going to die. I didn't say it. I didn't make it up. This is what is their karma. What is their karma? As you can see here, whatever they've been doing under the moon, pretending that human beings were animals, having sex on the grass with their backs on the grass, and having sex in the water, pretending to be water or marine animals and on land animals. But it was an illusion, and it was fake, and it was false, and it was all smoke and mirrors. But you see how his body, half or his or her body is in the water. So they were playing around in the water. But they accused me of that, right? So that's what came out in the last read. And they want to move ahead with this, but everyone can see them for who they clearly are now. If they continue to do that, then they're going to die. They're going to die in that water, and then the water is going to dry up. And the only thing that's going to be left is their emotions and their feelings, their guilt, their shame, their neglect, their loneliness and abandoned feelings, their trauma. You see that red? That red represents blood. So there is something that was happening that was already deadly. And then see that one leg? That's that Papa leg bar, you know? So they're going to be backstabbed and betrayed because that's what they were doing to other people. So like this representing all of the 10 of Swords that they sent out to other people, they're getting it back in return. And well, although I didn't expect for that to come out, it has come out. We're going to pull some, what are their karma cards, and find out how their karma is going to affect them spiritually, spirit, mentally, and physically. How is their karma going to affect them? Okay, I'm going to say something. No, spirit. Okay, we got one here. Whoa. It's going to be a life or death issue. Yep. Because they continue to use other people's resources, energy, homes, and the spirit, or even their spirit, their soul. I saw the word soul like this in the text. Anything else, spirit? So they're going to have a spiritual death. A spiritual death for manipulating and using power. So this abuse of power by using other people's resources. And, oh wow. What they want to be known will be known, right? What they want to be known will be known. But what is believed, I'm telling you what the card says. What is believed is going to be different than what they want to be known. So people are going to be seeing through all this smoke and illusions, all of this program code, this API, or this backwards engineering, or this some type of social media engineering, by stealing other people's content, by using other people's photos. I'm hearing photographs, something about photographs. They're labeling it photographs with their names, with their intent. That's deceitful, harmful, and hurtful. And they're trying to use the quickest way something about the 8th house. And when I think of the 8th house, I think of Section 8. Because, like I said, I was in the low-income community. So they're using and abusing. They just said I hit the nail on the head. This is about Section 8. Abuse. False litigations. Child Protective Services. Stalking, harassment. Oh my gosh. How do they know how to do that? Because what they wanted to put out there, so this is projection. So how they wanted people to be perceived is going to be known. Everyone's going to see it, but everyone's going to see through it because it was a lie. Because they're two-faced, basically. Because they were two-faced. I heard they were two-headed. Hold up. Two-headed. Somebody in leadership, possibly a Leo, in their South Node, in the 4th house. Things that they did in the past, or trying to recreate things that they believe I did in the past, in my home or within my family, or if it applies to you, take it as it resonates. Claiming that we were holding hands and we were creating this together. Then we get that card, patient. Temperance card represents patience. We've gotten this in almost every deck. In both readings, patient, claiming that you were waiting. Oh my gosh, it was all deceit. It was all deceit, claiming that I was waiting patiently to get what I wanted and to get what I need in the 2nd house. You see all that money? Didn't that Ace of Coins come out? Yeah, but they were stealing my resources and what I valued, destroying what I valued, and laughing at or ripping apart, tearing apart, digging up dirt on things that I believed in to use against me because they were irresponsible. They just felt like they were successful. Something about the number 10, claiming that they were serving others. Ooh. Yep, I just saw the worst charity scam because this came out before. And claiming that they knew the details of it, but really they were creating it. There's another 2 heads. Didn't I say 2 heads? Because Virgo doesn't represent, being two-faced like Gemini does, the negative aspects of being a Gemini. So I'm not saying that all Geminis are in that way, but something about 2 heads. Oh, snap. It's right in front of my face. One head is 10 toes down, right? And one head is upside down. That's how they were doing the lies and deceit. It was a whole, circle in the grass, in the wilderness, outside. I don't know. And definitely more than one season. And when you look at this person almost seems androgynous. Oh my God. This person is a woman, right? But this person is supposed to be the same person. This person is a man. That's what they're doing. They're pretending to be both the male and the female of whomever I interacted with. Calling it perfectionism because they're using photographs, right? They're making the inanimate objects come to life. Claiming that they're seeking oneness with all that there is. Claiming that they're philanthropic. But keeping their involvement hidden. Didn't that moon card come out? Oh my gosh. In the 12th house. Keeping their involvement hidden because of my faith. Because of their faith. See, because I know these people don't believe in God. They have been secretly worshiping the devil and demons and attaching themselves to entities. And they have hidden tendencies, which is their addictions. Their addiction to sex, their addiction with money, with power or control or something like that here. Their addiction to, I just saw having it your way. And I don't mean Burger King. Okay. So they're not talking about a hamburger here, y'all, or a cheeseburger. They talking about having it your way. All right? Any and all things is coming to an end. And large institutions are involved, like I said. The homeless shelter was definitely getting, look, there's a card that says the law was involved. When it comes to low income, that's what the Department of State, that's also local government, county government, that distribute TANF and SNAP and I don't know what that means. I don't know how to phrase what I'm just seeing here. But I'm going to just keep going with what I said until what I was saying until I can define what I'm seeing and hearing together about that's coming from the cards, right? So SNAP, TANF, Section 8, what they're projecting, what they're trying to say the low-income people have, that they're prostituting, that they're Jezebels, that they're sleazy. Just sleazy, okay. They want to define who you are. They want to claim that. Say you're a person that's always in the house, then they're going to say that you're always outside. Say you're a person that's looking for a job, they're going to say that you're lazy. And it's not about being the opposite. It's about just saying something negative about people's energies that have to sign up for and take and use federal government funding and local government funding. Like I said, SNAP, EBT, TANF, child care expenses, if you need affordable housing. It's all fake. It's all false. And something about unity, saying we're all doing it, or we're all, like, it's all happening the same way, the same, and everyone who is a part of this or involved or is accepting or receiving local government, federal government fundings, even if it's a child tax credit and you're low income. Okay, so I got that out there. So I didn't know how I was going to say that. Like I said, being a part of someone else's story, they might say you're the enemy in their story, right? Because that's how they perceive you. You know, your light might irritate their dark demons, or your light irritates them. It's annoying to them. That's definitely what I was doing when I was there in the shelter. Okay, the battery's gone. Is there anything else you want to say? What kind of spells is going to backfire onto these people? What type of spells that they put out is going to backfire onto them? Please tell me, Spirit, what, if any, type of spells will be backfiring or has backfired? Y'all, I'm seeing death. And when I tell you, I see the word death, like giant size letters. Let's see here, this fell out on top of the 4 cups. So they sent out every day a bad energy spell, sending demons to my friends and my family. Something about beans, dried beans that contain evil spirits. Found beans all over that condo when I moved in. That is crazy. That's crazy. I did not expect that. I did not. Okay, that explains that. See how Spirit will tell you? Spirit will definitely clarify the information for you, because the divine knows. Ooh, that was a lot. Sending out unlucky charms, or sending out lucky charms. Lucky, oh my God, isn't that cereal? Lucky charms, luck be quick, luck be kind, lucky 7, and claiming that luck is mine. That's going back to them. And that fell out over top of Sagittarius. They sent out breakup rituals. It's going back to them. They did eclipse moon magic. We did have an eclipse. While I was in the shelter. They brought shadow, or they sent shadows into the light to bring up old dreams and infuse them with, oh my gosh, with new energy, which is their falseness. Is going back to them. Some type of gypsy love charm. Fruits of long-lasting love. About bread and peppers. Just telling y'all what I see here on the card. This is a love spell. So they sent out love spells, moon spells, everyday spells. At the bottom of the deck, we got that moon magic money bath yet again. Going back to them. That white light of love that was false, going back to them. Third eye blocks, going back to them. Something about a love nest, going back to them. Visions, or providing some type of false visions with incense, going back to them. Candle magic, going back to them. Housewarming spell, going back to them. Moon spell again. Leaves, they kept putting leaves. This is so true. Going back to them. Going back to them. And something about lust in the dust. Yep, love spell. So love on the floor. I heard love on the ground. I was going to say love on the floor, but I heard love on the ground. Does that mean ground level apartment, ground level floor, or ground as in outside? I don't know. Claiming that my house was dirty. That's going back to them. House spells. I want to see if this says bugs or anything like that. It says candles. Yeah. So they tried to take out the peace, love, laughter, joy, and grace out of my home. That's going back to me. Something about lotion. Something about lotions and oils. What is this? A love spell. That's going back to them. Friday night. Friday night. Just got paid. Party hunting. Feeling right. That's what I'm saying. That's going back to them. Some type of everyday spell that they sent. And enchanted lips. So I knew they were doing something with lips. Clips. Hair clips. Like clips, like binder clips. Hair clips. That app that says something. What is the app? Is it Flip? Flip flops. Or champla. What is this? A love spell? That's going back to them. This basically says that they reap what they sow. So they were lying about someone's lips or lying on someone's lips. That's going back to them. You know, trying to, like I said, she was giving head. That's what I saw here. She was giving head. They're not going to say head if she's getting something back in return. Instead, they said, she immediately said she was receiving money. So she was out there prostituting by providing oral sex onto men. Meanwhile, having a whole lesbian relationship is what I just saw. That's why she was giving head all the time. But she wasn't getting pleased. She was not receiving any type of pleasure, but she wanted to keep going out so that she could be perceived as the person who was, they keep telling me loving. When I see loving, I think of, we all have the grandmothers or the great grandmothers that talks about the family being loving and how to be loving towards each other when you get into a relationship and you bring the guy home to meet your family and stuff. But I keep seeing loving I'm just going to tell you what I'm getting. General Hospital had a pre-show that was also in Port Charles where Elizabeth came from, and it was called Loving. And that, when I tell you that's old, that's 1990s old. That's where Finn was. Back then, that's when he was a vampire. They don't want me to say that. Oh, they didn't want me to say that. They didn't want me to say that. The lies. Part of the lies. Part of what they claim they were seeing in their car windows or through their car front window when they're driving about, or some type of message that they were receiving about this. But they're all gonna be out in the cold. Ooh, they were playing around with the teeth. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm getting it. It's becoming very clear. They were claiming that, don't let her have sex. Don't let her get in a relationship. Don't decide for her to be, in a giving and a receiving relationship. Let her drink tea. That's what I just got. Because, nowadays the term everyone is using is what's the tea? Oh, I got the tea on this. Oh, I got the tea on that. Hold up. I just saw coffee. I saw a coffee cup with coffee, like, going down, like someone's sipping on it. Something about coffee. They were doing root magic. It was a spell to find a hidden treasure. That's what the word said. They're going to be out in the cold for doing this because all of these things are going back to them. And lastly, another moon spell, something about in the air. Something was in the air. Moon. So they were playing with the moon cycle, lighting candles, sending some type of smells and energies in the air. That's going back to them. I'm hearing that's going back to her, the Queen of Wands. That did come out. The Queen of Wands, her. I guess everyone that was her that was involved, even the car, they just said. So some lady in her car and some type of fumes from the car or something like that she was putting into the home. Somehow. Using some kind of device to put the fumes of a car smell into someone's home. That's going back to her. And she's going to be hurt. Because it's all deceit. She's going to get what she gave. Reap what you sow is here. Loud and clear. I had some other decks planned for the reading today, but I decided to do what the Divine Spirit wanted me to use today. So something about the word today, because I just keep seeing today. That's why I keep saying today. So definitely something about today. Today, T-O-D-A-Y. I keep seeing it in capital letters. Today, T-O-D-A-Y. Okay, I'm just seeing it over and over. So something about today, the present, how the present affects the future. They were trying to change today by manipulating and lying about the past so that they can move forward. That's why the Chariot was here, right? Because they're envious. I've been saying that they were stuck. I don't want to sound like I'm a repeat saying the same things over and over. No, because they were envious. A man and a woman working together. They were also doing, yes, this was part of the deceit. One of the tarot readers always talks about the adults in children's bodies, right? That was also part of the deceit with the Chariot here. Something about kids in the car. I just saw kids in the car seat not wanting to go to sleep. Watching TV. That was lies and deceit. And these men believed it. They believed it. Look at them. Look at them looking at that water and it's all drying up. They thought they was really getting some kind of love and compassion, and it was false. It was a lie. I'm hearing fake. I like to use the word false. I prefer that word. Deceit. Let's see what the karma is for playing with the children. Okay. Let's see what the karma is. Playing with the children. Let's see here. Got to be more careful. Got to be more careful. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing. Reap what you sow. Reap what you sow. Because, okay, hold up. So they were keeping secrets is what I'm hearing, right? Because they claimed or they told people or they something about assume, the word assume. They were allowing people to assume the worst or to assume my involvement or some type of negative intentions or something like that. They were letting people assume the worst. So they were letting people assume the worst. Assume the worst about me and my children. Oh, and my past. Okay. What is their karma for doing this about children? What is their karma for lying about? I keep being fake. What is their karma for being fake? Whose childhood was fake? Somebody's childhood? Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I just got this energy, this feeling that just like came on me, and if somebody is hurt. Oh my gosh, somebody is sad right now. When I tell you they're so sad, they hurt. Like their heart is hurting. It's making them physically hurt. That's depression. Somebody's so hurt. Somebody lied about the children's lives. What is their karma? Somebody lied about the children's lives. Okay, I don't think that. Spirit, please tell me, what is their karma for lying about the children's sake? So definitely something about the car. Like I said, something about the carpet. Claiming that this is how someone got their balance is being in the car. Claiming that they were working together. What's a partner? With a partner? That I read the second card first. 1 minute. The first card that came out, lying about the kids being free. Look at that. Look at that. Their hands are all tied. They were lying, claiming that the kids were enslaved. That looks like handcuffs, captured, or their hands were tied. And then see the crows there? You know, the crows weren't no good in the Wizard of Oz, remember? Even though, you know, I'm not saying that about crows because, oh, okay, they're saying that these people who were claiming that the kids, because remember it came out in reverse, so this is the opposite. They were claiming that the kids were enslaved. The kids were slaves, right? Claiming that they had guilty associations with blackbirds. Yeah, in your circle of friends here. And it was happening round and round, so everyone was connected. So it was happening, one hand tied to the other, tied to another, tied to another. And it just kept happening in a circle over and over and over again. Repeated, that's what I just saw. Whoa. So this is going back to them. They're going to be enslaved for their guilty associations and their cycles. Their cycles of being associated with guilty manhandling, dirty friends who were doing the unforgivable. What is their karma, please, Spirit, for the children? They will lose their willpower spiritually. They won't have any strength. Mentally, they won't have any clarity or clear thinking, clear cognizance. That probably affects their premonition if they had any type of gift like that, or introspect their perspective of it. And physically, they won't be able to do it their own way. Didn't we get that before? Didn't that come out when I said they were doing it your way? It's here. Do it your own way. They won't be able to do that. That's their karma. That is their karma. I'm going to end it on that note. I'm going to end it on that note. Something about the number 9. Something about hot air balloons. Something about their philosophies and laws and doing it in a big way. Pretending as if it or they came from all that there is. Yeah, something about is with leadership here and being creative. They thought that's what they were doing, but they just brought guilt and shame to their home, to themselves, to their family, to their friends, to their associates. Oh, I get it. In the educational system, something about these people having some type of power, authority, or leadership within the educational system. Ooh, now that's a word you don't hear every day. They're going to be banished. They're going to be banished. They're going to be put out spiritually, and ultimately, psychically, their knowledge, and it's going to be a result of their indecision. Pisces could be involved. Well, that's all I have for you today. This is my very first version of what is their karma. My very first read on what is their karma. I thank you for, participating by liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel and sharing the video and such. And because people say like, share, and subscribe all the time. I would really, really love it if you would like the video. Share the video, of course, because you're putting it out there. You putting my channel out there for other people to see and know about my presence here on YouTube. And as well as subscribing to the channel. I'm not going to say this read took a lot out of me, but I am going to say that I'm not the type of person where I'm going to wish death on someone because of what they've done. I'm not the type of person where I would even want somebody to die. I'm so eager to cleanse these cards of that energy because that's what came out. But at the same time, it is what it is. We can't replace the card meaning with a person. The card, if the card says death, it's a death. It's either an ending to a situation, an ending to a business, an ending to an association, an ending to, some type of practice or practices, hoodoo, voodoo. It could even be religious, types of practices, or even some type of, oh my God, I just saw sexual ritual. It's a complete ending. Okay? It's going to be a death to things of that nature. And all the people that were involved. It doesn't always necessarily mean a death to that person. But at the same time, everyone's story is different. How it's going to affect others might not be how it affects you. So again, thank you for tuning in. I do not mean to the television. I mean to my channel and listening to and hearing my message. I appreciate you. I send protection and shielding in your way if you are on the good side of the energy, spiritually, mentally, and physically. And continue to do all of the things that you need to do for yourself and your family's protection at this time, because when I tell you the ebb and the flow of life in 2024 is something else. Boy, oh boy. They say this is the year of the 8, right? Oh my gosh. Section 8, right? People bumps. So, oh man, all of my legs and everything. It's the year of the 8. It's the year of karma. So I might be doing these again. And I have plans to do divine feminine readings, so I'm going to be doing that, but I want to have a special setup for that. So look forward to those. I'm not going to leave the masculines out. I got something that's coming for the masculines for, oracle reads and oracle words of the day for them as well. When I get there, like I said, I was in a homeless shelter. Now I'm still considered low income because I really don't have it coming in. I would appreciate donations and anything like that. I try to one day, I'm learning how to trust again. So one day I will put out an email and maybe even provide a phone number for the business so that people can leave messages and I can contact you back. But like I said, I'm working on my trust. I'm working on healing from the things that I've gone through. I'm working on healing from my marriage falling apart. I'm working on just trusting others. I trust myself, but I'm working on it as far as like allowing others in, right? So as I continue to grow, personal growth is very important every year. You know, that's the reason why we age and we get a year older. We're not here to just be like, oh, look at my number. All right. And I still act like a 12-year-old. No, that's not acceptable as human beings on this planet. I see a Pinterest. I see a Yahoo. Something about fraud. Yahoo Incorporated. Something about fraud within Yahoo. Same as AOL. It's possible that Yahoo could have been hacked and they just didn't inform us. They didn't tell us. That's what I'm getting. Just like when Apple was hacked in 2019 and 2020 during COVID, Apple was hacked and we were calling, because trust me, I had Apple electronics just like everyone else, and I was calling Apple all the time, like, what's going on? And they were like, no, Apple products can't be hacked, right? And then when they escalate you to the higher technical desk, right, and it's the service outside of Apple, they say, yes, it's definitely a hack, right? You got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do it. I'm going to send this, I'm going to run this, that's a hack, right? But Apple refused to admit it, yeah. So that's the reason why I'm always saying, nah, no Apple electronics. But like I said, I'm working on my trust levels. I'll make that known to people. You know, I've been through a lot. And I want to get my spiritual protection. I know that I haven't, but I want to see it. That's what I'm saying. So it's things that I want to do, is what I'm trying to say. It's things that I need to be in control of before I put an email out there for people to email me and things of that nature to provide donations. Because right now I'm not accepting any donations, and I know other channels do. I'm not saying that I won't. I will eventually, you know, P.O. box or, you know, a phone number where you can call, leave messages, or send text messages and things of that nature. We're going to get there. And with that, I'm going to say the end. Thank you. Bye.